first off, hold on, I gotta say, can we tell that my afro is growing? I like that. I like that. I know it has been a while, and yeah, it's just been a while. But welcome back. Welcome to the people who are new. I'm Christina Joy. If you do not know, let's get straight into this. Okay, so today's topic, this is my first time, so y'all don't do too much. Why is YouTube dying? Well, if it is in the first place, do y'all believe that YouTube is dying? Let me sip my tea on that. If it's not too hot, hold on. It's too hot. It's too hot. So this is gonna be like a mini get ready with me, really just doing my makeup. But so I already put on my primer. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. In my opinion, for certain people, yeah, I feel like YouTube is dying in their minds, you know, because it's a lot of people whose favorite YouTubers, they not even doing YouTube no more. When I first started doing YouTube, like for myself and not just watching it, that was like the end. When I got back on YouTube, I started seeing a lot of people that I used to watch on YouTube not here no more, like at all. It had been so long since I had watched YouTube how I used to in the past that like most of them people that I saw, I kind of forgot about them anyway. But when I look like back in my old like history, I was like, oh my gosh, I remember this person, I remember that person. It was a few people that I had remembered and they just completely left. So their pages weren't even up anymore. So the first topic is YouTube dying? Do you think it's dying? I think that for some people, YouTube is dying because their favorite creators are not on here anymore, or like, you know, they've just stopped on YouTube and they're on other platforms. But also, things just aren't the same, in my opinion. The era of YouTube that I remember, we had the Jackie I and Beat Face Honey. This is the era that I came from. Like, say like 2009 through like 2015, that's like when I stopped being on YouTube as much. That was like peak for me. I hate when people are like, that was peak this, that was peak that. That was peak for you. Yeah, that was peak YouTube for me. YouTube was popping. Like, to name a few people, it was Nitra B, she did makeup. There was Beat Face Honey, she did makeup. She was a professional makeup artist. We had Thomas Adriana, she did makeup, but she started off like doing hair and just talking. We had Fabulosity is Me, she did fashion and hair and makeup. Like, we had it good back then. We really did. It was so much diversity. Everybody wasn't doing the same thing. And even if they were, it all had their own style. Like, no one looked the same. Yeah, nobody looked the same. It wasn't like the same routine. I don't think vlogs were really that much they weren't really that much incorporated. Or maybe I just wasn't really into vlogs. But yeah, so back when I first, like, I guess you could say back when I fell in love, we had the Peak Mill, we had Lakia Star, we had Glam Twins, Jasmine LeKay. I used to look at her. She had the best eyebrows. Her and Thomas Adriana, they had the best eyebrow tutorials. We had Lovely Overload. We had Mahogany Curls back when she for real posted consistently. We had Natural 85. Pretty Dimples 01 when it came to the box braids. Like, the list goes on and on. It was girls who strictly did slick backs. All they talked about was gels, slick back. We had girls for the box braids. We had girls for home decor. Yes, I used to watch that when I was younger. We had like girlies for everything, but they stayed in their box. Not saying that nobody should dip into the other pools of things, because like, it's a lot of creators that are good at everything. And when I say we, I mean me. I would want to hear everything they had to say about everything, because like, everything is just top tier. And that's kind of what I do. What I record, I don't be posting it, but I record, I dibble and dabble in like pretty much everything that I do. Like lifestyle. Child, I be recording me grocery shopping. I record me going to the farmer's market. I record me getting some ice cream out to eat. Like, I record all of that. But we gonna get to me. We gonna get to me. But so that's the era that I came from when it came to YouTube. And then we also had people who didn't do really any beauty thing. It was just like, we had Vine back then. So we had people doing Vines, the cinnamon challenge, like goofy stuff like that. I get that, you know, I was a child back then, but stuff was just, it was just different. Like, it was way more personality. It was way more intentionality, like, you know, to be different, to be you. And yeah, I don't know, I just feel like things changed, you know, money came, money went. That's why people have since retired from YouTube. But also I feel like, okay, so here's the eyebrow. Do we like it? I hope you like it. But also I feel like, you know, the money started coming in and brands wanted what brands wanted. It was like, I guess, like when partnerships came in, brand partnerships, certain things just went out the window. Because you have certain brands who want for you to read off of a script. You have brands who want for you to look a certain way for them to even consider you. They want for you to act a certain way for you to even be considered. And at the end of the day, you know, these people who were on YouTube, even before you could get monetized or like a lot of money from it being like full-time, like that's what you do full-time. Even those people, I don't want to say they got like sucked up into it. Stuff just changed. That's all that I could really say. Things just change. Things all look the same because you get advice from people on YouTube and they're like, oh, you know, you have to do this, you have to do that. And we pretty much all get the same advice if we are getting advice from these YouTube videos. But then if we just put on our thinking brains and we think about, well, what do I need to do to be seen by a brand? And so you do exactly what other people do. You see their success, you see their fame, you see the partnerships that they're acquiring, and you're like, I want that. So you try your best to still be your individual self, but you end up being exactly like the rest because you're like, okay, I gotta do it like this so that a brand can see me and reach out to me. And then you end up shying away from everything that made you different, all because, you know, you trying to make a living. And I will say, back in those days, the economy wasn't the same. Rent wasn't the same. The price of makeup wasn't the same. The price of these hair tools, these hair products, stuff just wasn't the same. And it was way more lax. Like, you know, I'm sure I looked at a bunch, I know for a fact that I looked at a bunch of women who were already established, if not already established and like, you know, had their careers. They were housewives, so they were good no matter what. But, you know, it changed. Things changed. Money started flowing in and, you know, times changed. People, I mean, shoot, we went through a phase where people were doing the clean girl aesthetic, clean girl makeup, no makeup, makeup looks. Like, it's all trends. And I feel like these trends slowly carve at us and change who we are, and it changes how we are. We're in a society where if you're not getting with the trend, you're not going to get as much exposure. The algorithm not gonna work for you. So I feel like it's so many factors that made things harder for YouTubers to grow and to be successful. One thing that I feel like has been a big contributor to why YouTube is the way that it is, guess what I'm gonna say? I'm sure you know. I'ma wait. Yep, somebody in the back said it. Social media. I believe that social media has played, it's definitely played its part. So I feel like social media and its effects on really everyone in this generation, everyone in this time, it's taken effect on everyone. Not only like, you know, our mental health, but also our tolerance and processes, how we view things and the patience that we have to view them. Nowadays, you know, you go on TikTok and if it's a video longer than a minute, that's too much of your time. And now you feel like you have to click the ×2 button just to fast forward and see the whole video because your attention span is shot. I don't know, because I kind of feel that way. say, like, about these videos, I find myself wanting to be like, okay, like, you know, let's hurry up. That's one of the issues. Nobody wants to sit and just watch the full process of anything. Nobody wants to do that anymore. I saw this lady on TikTok. She was basically saying what I'm saying, like the whole process. Nobody wants to stay for the whole process. Even like you watching your favorite person, like, you know, you used to watch them all the time. You take any advice that they ever give. You love the process, or at least you used to love the process of, you know, their videos. But even with their videos, good quality videos, you skip past what you think you know how to do already. Just because you feel like, you know, your attention span is bad. It's not because, oh, I have something to do right now. What do you have to do? Watch more TikTok videos? Like, most of our attention spans are shot. They are. Nobody wants to sit and wait on a video that's longer than a minute long. Nobody wants to watch a video and be thoroughly glued into the video. Like, to the point where people, they multitask when it comes to being on these devices. You could be watching Netflix, but you on your phone scrolling through TikToks at the same time. Like, I hate to say the word because I hate sounding like everybody else, but we are frying ourselves, like things that we should be used to. We're frying our attention spans, and I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good at all. We skim past dang near everything. You know, these are things that we have issues with, and I definitely feel like these are things that we have to work on. These are things we have to work on. This is not something that's just like, oh, we're cooked, we can't get past this. I feel like anything is possible. Actually, I don't feel it. I know that anything is possible. And that's why I feel like YouTube is not dying. People are just waking up to things being how they are, and that things have to change. Not saying that YouTube could be ended and that, you know, they couldn't realize this and see and either choose to, like, you know, do this for capitalism or change it because you'll lose, you know, your following forever. I believe that things can and they will get better. We just have to put in that work. We have to be the ones to say, hey, you know, this is a problem. This is a known problem. Let's try and fix this. We have to also put in that work. If we really want for YouTube to be different, we have to highlight those creators who don't look like the rest. We have to highlight those creators who have potential. We have to highlight those creators who put in an effort to be different and to be themselves. I definitely have to put in some work, not only as a creator, but also as a watcher. I know that I still watch, you know, when I do watch YouTube, my same people that I have been watching for years, because most of them, they still on the same type of thing. I mean, I know things are changing and people are changing. People are trying to, you know, make a living and move with the times, but we also have to recognize the habits that we keep up, like skimming through, not staying for the full process. It's what ends up hurting us in the end. You know, people don't stay for the process, and that's ultimately what is hurting us. Not only creators, but I also feel like people are waking up when it comes to how consumerism is literally, it's in everything. It's in everything. Everything that we do, everything that we see. It is like it's drowning us. And people are, as you can see, getting tired of it. People are sick of it. And I get it. But I also get, you know, as a creator, you have to make your money. Things are happening in this world. A lot of people have sacrificed a lot to be able to be creators and be passionate while also making a coin on their videos. When opportunities come, you know, they don't come by without hard work, without exposure, without some type of work being put in. And it kind of comes to a point where it feels like doing what you love, which is, you know, content creation, being an influencer, being a guru, whatever you want to call it. It's a job at the end of the day. It is a job. It is a job that requires money. so you have to spend it to make it. So I get both sides. I just feel like I'm talking to us as creators. We have to get to a point, because I know that all of us, if not most of us, we were all fans. We were fans of someone here on this app and what they did. It inspired us. It was like, oh, I like doing that too. And it made us feel like, okay, I want to do that too. I love talking to people. I love showing my personality, but I also just love doing makeup. I love doing hair. I love doing nails, you know, whatever it was that you like to do. You got inspired, and you were most likely inspired by someone who started in that era where people were just being themselves. People were just, what I'm saying is, we just need to get back to a position where we are doing it for the people who got us in these positions in the first place. Our subscribers, our followers, the people who have our post notifications on. For every time we post something, that's who we're doing it for. That's who keep us going. Those are our supporters. And plus, I want for it to get back to a fun place. YouTube used to be fun. YouTube used to be creative and different. Now, thumbnails look the same. If you don't have the right thumbnail, because people are always telling you like, oh, you have to have this type of thumbnail for people to see you, because the algorithm, it just be too much. It'd be too much. It'd be way too much. And if we just continue to highlight, I know this looks crazy right now, but I promise you, it's gonna all change. If we could all just take a moment to really tell ourselves to be more creative, things would be better. And I did eyeliner, and then I did my upper waterline. Hate that part. I don't do that often, but now I'm about to do some foundation. But yeah, y'all, I just feel like, no, as soon as we can get back to like just having some type of our own creativity and individuality, if that's, is that a word? I don't even know. I feel like I'm making up these words, but who cares? I feel like if we can get back to those days, things can be a lot better. But that's only, you know, if we want to return back to those days. I know I do. I really do. I was watching a Get It Indie, because I was like, where did Fun Size Indie go? Like, I used to watch her when I was young. Like, me and my sister, we used to watch her doing like all the yiking stuff. I was going through, I finally had found her YouTube page, and it was still up with everything on it. And I was looking back, like I scrolled all the way back to like one of her old videos of like her vlogging. And it literally, it was showing her, she was young, probably like in high school. I don't know. I feel like she was. But it was showing her, and she was literally just shopping with her mom. Just shopping with her mom. It was just like so simple. I didn't finish it, but I was like, this is like enjoyable. Like I can for real finish this video, because it's just like a regular, like it's not too made up. It's not like all these different angles. And I'm not saying at all that, like, you know, those types of vlogs are bad, because those are cinematic. Like when people have those types of vlogs, I can tell they could have went to film school. They could have went to some type of school, or maybe they did, and that's their passion, and I love it. I like watching those videos too, but I'm like, everybody can't do that. That we are all different. I don't think that all of us want to be in those luxury apartments that have only white walls, only gray bathrooms, only white kitchens. Like, we're different, we're unique. Let's get out of this like minimalistic type of thing. If that's not your theme, like there's no reason why everyone's vlog thumbnail has to look the same. I get that the algorithm and how it works, you have to have these certain words and you have to have this exciting picture to get this person. Find your people. And that's why I'm making this video, because I want for my people to find me. I want for people who are okay with a few bloopers here and there, that are okay with a little bit of country slang, that are okay with me doing different stuff every weekend. Like that, they're okay with watching that type of content. If we don't want to see that type of content, let's stop entertaining it. Us creators, let's stop creating it. Let's go against the barrier and post how we want to and see how that goes for us. Let's experiment. I know it's like, oh, you know, I'd be experimenting with my money, but it sounds like our money might be going down the drain if we don't put a stop to this now. If we don't listen to what everyone is saying on TikTok and Instagram and whatever other social platforms there are. If we don't listen to the people, I get that, like, you know, this is what the brands know, this is what they require. But brands are only brands, and they're only as successful with customers. Our followers, our subscribers, our supporters, they are the main reason why we're on this platform, period. They are the only reason. Obviously, it's us and our, you know, creativity and what we bring, but they are the reason why we have this platform. So we have to listen to them. For me, I know that I'm not giving up on YouTube because first off, I pretty much just started and I've been wanting to do YouTube for a very long time. You can ask any of like my childhood friends, my family. They know I've been loving YouTube. I love YouTube and I won't give up on it. This is just another reason as to why I ain't going nowhere. I know that YouTube is dying. I know that things are changing, but also our perspectives are changing. The things that we want are changing. I miss the old YouTube. I miss when people weren't as polished. I miss when there weren't as many ads. I will say I have to make my money, but I'm with y'all when it comes to, you know, everything not having to be an ad, everything not having to be sponsored. I definitely get that. Because honestly, I love just watching people do their makeup and seeing like, oh, what colors did they use? Like, you know, I don't have to tell you what type of concealer to use every time. If your concealer works for you, that's fine. But use these two type of colors together and see, you know, what you get. But yeah, I'm going to start making videos that are way more relatable. Videos that remind me of the videos that I loved watching back in the day when I first started being obsessed with YouTube. That's what I want my videos to remind me of. Plus, it's the holiday season. I love fall. I love Christmas.
Y'all, it's so funny how I just stopped mid-sentence. Another thing that I want to say is we have to obtain a sense of patience, how we used to have, and let self-gratification come naturally and not fast forward. That's how we can revive YouTube. I've seen so many videos about how YouTube is so boring and all the same, but not many are picking up on the fact that short form content is forming a major shift in people's attention spans. Most of us can no longer sit through a 20-minute tutorial without fast forwarding the whole video. So we just have to, on every account, everyone, the audience, creators, whoever, we all have to make a change on how we do things and really step back and see the whole situation. Also, there are creators and gurus who still give the old YouTube vibe, but many of us overlook them and don't give them a chance.
I just stopped talking, but yeah, I think that once we get to a place where we can stop like accepting and wanting to see the same things, then we can start seeing a change in just everything that we consume. But it starts with all of us. It starts with the viewers and the supporters, but it also starts with us, the creators, the gurus. That's what I call it. I've even started changing, like, you know, what I call myself. I don't even call myself like a content creator. I call myself a YouTube guru, a hair guru. I call myself all of that. I don't call myself a content creator because I don't see that. I'm not a content creator. It's not like I don't know. It's like a ugly name to me. That's not me. That's not what I do. I make videos for the girls, and yeah, we just have to stop watching what we don't like and supporting what we do. Supporting smaller creators who show that, like, oh, okay, they have those same qualities. But enough talking. I'm gonna finish my makeup. And yeah. Hold on, because why I look like Michael Jackson? I forgot that I used this brush for some eyeshadow. Oh, I love my life, y'all. I love it so much. I really, really do. Alright, y'all, so here's the final look.